This is Guns, Knives, and Watches. We're Doomsday prepping, baby. Woo! Anyway, what we've got here, we've got 12 cases of freeze-dried fruit because we're feeling fruity today, boys. Anyway, we got the black SS in the background too. Got the Central Heat and Air System. I'll go and clip from the tripod for a second. Yeah, we got some chrome wheels on it. Now, if you're going to have a vehicle in storage, and this is the black SS with the navigation, you need to put it on a battery tender. And this is a deep cycle battery. I got into these because we used to pump up our stereos, and those are good. If you kill them, they'll come back a lot more than just a regular battery. Of course, this is an Optima battery, and those things rock. Just wanted to throw that in there on the side note. There's the crate for my damn espresso machine. But anyway, I've got a back on mine apparently, and we got to get that thing going. One thing cool about the SS is they've got extra body panels and all kinds of crap. The really cool thing is, believe it or not, and this video isn't about this, it has aluminum heads and all that type stuff. 6 liter. Only sucky thing is, and it sucks kind of weenie, is it takes premium fuel. Don't like that. That ain't no prepper mentality, boy. But my black SS is 4-wheel drive, baby, and I can flip those wheels off there and put real wheels on it, and we gonna rock and roll, baby. Now we're back to Doomsday prepping, boys. We got Honeyville food, man. What? Nah, it sounds so funny. I'm a comedian today, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just think, hey, man, I don't know. The Momofuku Milk Bar in New York. Christina Tosi is actually the head pastry chef there, and I think it's owned by David Chang, and the foreword's done by David Chang. This is a really good book if you want to get into cooking. You can use things like all of those 12 cases and actually create some tremendously delicious desserts. One thing about Honeyville, though, they have actually not continued on their discount for the 4-case discount and the 10-case discount. And when you're dealing with restaurant type situations, that's a price increase. So even though they just had a 50% off your second case deal, that works out to 25% per case, which is their biggest discount ever. They've raised their prices, and they've had to raise their prices to a point due to shipping and this, that, or the other. Because they say it's $4 and some cents, but no, when you're buying it over the website, you're paying a higher price. You're paying a premium. But anyway, that's one of the books that we're working on, and while we're Doomsday prepping, baby, woo-hoo-hoo! Another book we're actually working on right now is Bushcraft by Morse. This was written 30 years ago. He's been a wilderness instructor forever, and this isn't so much bushcraft as far as survival point of view. It's how people used to live. It's a very well illustrated book. From my point of view, I wouldn't have put time in on drawing those. But anyway, he was a surveyor, and then went into wilderness survival probably about the time I was born. A long time ago. This book was written about 30 years ago. Of course, Morse is still alive, and this is a good introduction into the Morse pot, because that is what this is. This pot is sold by a lot of different people, this, that, or the other. I have been chastised for my lack of understanding of cookware and my lack of understanding of design. Now, here's what we're going to do real quick, boys and girls. We're going to sit here, and we're going to go through the design elements of all of these different types of pots. Advantages, disadvantages, this, that, or the other. We're going to put the Morse pot over the side, and we're going to start the beginning. Now, at the beginning, there was a scale. No, that's bullshit. You know that. But we're going to turn the scale on. In the beginning, bushcrafting, wilderness survival, and everything revolved around the 1-liter cup. Now, if you're in the, 32-ounce 1-liter cup, this is made by Jacob and Brownells. It is American made. I got these for $3 and some cents. I bought as many of them as I possibly could. or I thought I could store. And it's just a very simple handle, spot welded 2 places at the top, spot welded 2 places at the bottom, and you can grab a hold of it. 32 ounces capacity. It is 3.1 ounce weight. So we can carry a liter of material, which is the basis for all of this type stuff. This is about the quantity that it would take to fill you, as far as rice, beans, whatever. Anything smaller than that is smaller than that and not acceptable in a previous wilderness survival world, this, that, or the other. Now, so we just made in the United States. I got it for $3. Yeah, they used to sell for $30. I got them on sale at with one of the coupons I give out all the time for Sierra Trading Post. Now, we have the backpacking world. In the backpacking world, a very efficient way to boil water is in one of these kettles. Now, this is the Primus kettle. It's called Litec. It is anodized aluminum, and it is 5.8 ounces. That is with bale and everything. These are extremely good kettles, and they work extremely well. There's no argument, no this, that, or the other. The engineering, the design, everything is top notch. The aluminum handle's great. Now, on some of the other kettles where they have metal, it tends to weigh more. This thing is buttery light at 5.7 ounces and will do also a liter of water and boil it efficiently. Is it bigger than a liter of water? Yeah, but the liter of water is measured actually below the pour spout. Now, you've got other things in the backpacking world. This is 7.25 ounces. Now, this is the same. We're still staying around the same volume. Alumatech Primus has a really good engineered top. It's riveted on, which is kind of might or might not work, but we're not going to go there. Over time, and it's got rubber on the handles, which I really don't like. Okay, for me to carry this, I would basically cut the rubber off of the handles and man up. Okay, but it's a good concept. There we go. So those are two different philosophies as far as engineering and design. You also have the pot, which is the ubiquitous, this is the titanium pot, and I've used this thing quite often. I don't scorch the damn thing, which is why people go, "Your gear, man, is not used, dude!" 4.2 ounces. This primarily is still used for boiling water. It has great grades in the inside where you can actually mark the volume. Those are in, still in cubic centimeters, whatever. It's titanium, man. And then again, if I was to use this on a campfire or anything like that, I would cut those off. I use this thing over a damn stove, and I try not to stick the heat to it that hot so that it will deform. Now, let's get into some of modern wilderness survival. And it's really not that modern, but let's talk about some of these things. Now, we talked about the stainless steel. This stainless steel pot from who? It's a zebra pot, man. Dude. Okay? It's made in Thailand. Of course, I never use any of my gear, so it has no markings on it. It is perfectly clean and sterile, and has absolutely never, ever, ever been used, and those are not scorching marks. If you see scorching marks on any of my stuff, it is because you are hallucinating, which means you're probably eating some magic mushrooms, and hope you have a great day. Now, of course, that's me being sarcastic. This is about a $30 pot. It's a zebra pot. You can buy it on Amazon. You can see the logo there, and I use this thing quite often. I really like it. It cleans up really well as I want it to clean up, and it's very thick metal. It's very heavy, and it's very heavy duty. It gets the job done. you can actually, you know, melt things up here, steam things, keep things warm, and you can cook in that lower. Or you can use this for eating, whatever you want to do. Now, they don't advertise that their lid stays on tight, so their lid doesn't stay on tight. Now, this pot has been made famous by a lot of different people, and those people are actually all correct. This pot rocks, man, in reality, because it's so thick stainless steel that you don't wind up scorching things. Now, we've got the Morse pot. The Morse pot is actually an ancient design, by ancient as far as modern survivalist standards. And this pot, of course, has never been used either. That's why there's no markings on it. Ignore everything you're seeing on the top. As I said, it's the acid you took, and there's no markings there or anything else. As I said, you're on narcotics. You're actually hallucinogens, narcotics. How? What? You're actually on a hallucinogenic drug, and this has never been used. Nor has it been used on the inside. Now, here's the deal. The great thing about this pot, and I keep beating a dead horse, is you can take your hands right there, and I just sat there and gently pushed out on it, and let me do it a little bit better, boys. I'm on them there hallucinogenic mushrooms too! Woo! Okay. And get it to where it's tight and will actually pick up all of the things that are in this damn kit. Things that are in this kit are 2 ferro rods, 2 lighters, some sugar, a scrubber, there's pepper, there's salt, which you can't get these anymore, I don't think. 4 or 5 spoons, one of them's titanium. The Pathfinder, because this is made for working with fire, these are the things you don't want to use in the other stove, because that are wax, man. You don't want to use that, man. It melts out, burns, man. Gonna get it done. Use it around a campfire, man. You want to build on a campfire, man. In bad situation, man, it works. You've got the Pathfinder fat wood in the Pathfinder bag. Everybody says I'm hating on Pathfinder. No, I hate on stupidity. This is, of course, your cleaner. This is a 2-ounce bottle. This is that best cleaner in the absolute world. You can buy it on Sierra Trading Post at a great discount. It's biodegradable. You can use it on your body without, you know, scorching that there skin off, drying it out to the point where, man, it's like, dude, I need a moisturizer. Anyway, and these are some lifeboat matches, which are UCO, and this is the way to go, man. Party on, Bill and Ted. If you're really carrying this, though, in the real world, what I would recommend is doing just what I did, which is take that striker off of there until you're going to use it, throw it in there, and I've got an auxiliary striker in there already, and put it in there like that, because you might get things wet, man. You gotta deal with that, boy. Hell, I don't know what I'm talking about. You gotta just, man, you gotta man up, boys. You gotta admit when somebody's gets you beat down and they just understand things better than you, and you just don't know, man. Anyway, now, here's what we've also got. We've got a Pathfinder pot. Let me tell you one thing, though. This pot's 30 bucks. This pot's $35. Those are relatively reasonable prices. They will both last you your lifetime. This one will probably last you your lifetime too, but this is $50. Now, this is the problem that I have with this pot and this stove type setup and the new bottle. Because the new bottle, you are mandated in buying that damn crappy ass lid for the Canteen cup. Now, for the Canteen cup, God, man, I got to get into the 2000s, dude. That there cup, man. But here's what we have. Now, the design of this lid is totally bass-ackwards from this lid. This lid and this lid are designed totally different. Now, this is stainless steel. This is aluminum. Now, this lid goes into the pot, and right now, you can pick up this pot with that lid. You know how I did that? I crushed it in. Now, I have heard as far as let's stay with the price right now, I've heard that their superstar of survival, man, the God, let's praise down, kiss his ass, David, sit there and say that in his holy church of wilderness survival, that this pot at $30 is too damn expensive for the common man. Well, I got some common man shit to tell you. So this pot, once you design it and sell it at $50 fucking dollars, is that there's common man, boy. Because I'm trying to be like I'm one of you. If you're spending $50 in this fucking pot, and most of the people that I've heard do videos, reviews, and this, that, or the other say they're not going to use that, why the hell are you buying it? I do videos and reviews. Now, let's get into the top real quick. Now, to get that to stick, I had to squeeze it in. Now, do you see that lid will not stay down on that pot once I squeezed it in to make it fit? That's because of the angles right here. Why are those angles that way, not perfect 90 degrees or any other way? It's because when the stamp, the press comes down on it, you want it to release from the mold. So you make them at less than 90 degree angles. I'll give you a visual representation of what that is. Okay? That is it. Okay? I don't know if I'm representing that correctly on camera, but this and this are parallel. That means you have an angle right there. There's no way I can put anything in this pot and make it, adjust it, or do anything, because if I adjust it tighter, it's going to make this lid pop up more. Okay? Hear that? Okay. Now, if I squeeze it tighter, it won't pop. It'll pop up more. If I take it out less, it won't fit. When you advertise you have a tight-fitting lid and you are basing it off the concepts of Morse Kohansky, the Morse pot, and everything else, well, I call a spade a spade. I call a wop a wop. I call it as I see it. Now, by the way, I am a wop, so you know, welcome to the real world. Yeah, I hate on my own kind. Give me for racism. Here's the gig. This is $50. Is this any better than this? Nah. Nah, not really. Yeah, the handle on this one, okay, doesn't stay up, doesn't lock in different places, but you know what? People have dealt with it for umpteen million years, and it has a place to actually hold the deal. That's fine. We're good. This one will lock in a couple different places, but this one's $20 more than this one. And this one has been used for umpteen million years, and we're not going to go through a bunch of different redesigns. Now, let's talk about some other shit. Now, this kit, the Pathfinder bottle, stove, and cup, and if you get the heavy cover, are very extremely heavy, but they're extremely well made. Why? Because they are. This is the old design of cup. If you want to use the stove, that's cool. We're great. I think this is the second generation of that. You've got a huge cup. You've got markings on the inside. You've got a lot of different things. You've got that other handle out there, which is the way they used to be before they put the damn butterfly handles on them, which acts as a tripod, which keeps this thing stable. You've got a great canteen, large mouth. You have a rounded edge. You have the proper technology to work with this lid. Okay? Real shit. Rounded edge. And, you know, you can actually use this thing. This is 40 fluid ounces. Other than the fact that it's heavy, how can you argue with that? It's a great design. This is done by the Canteen shop and the Pathfinder store. And this is done by Heavy Cover. And the funny thing is this is actually a heavy item, but damn, it's well made. Okay, clean canteens real quick. This is the 27 fluid ounce bottle, and this video is going to go 27 fluid ounce, I think, because this is a non-insulated version, man. Here's the gig, man. You knew the gig was up when the Department of War became the Department of Defense. You knew the gig was up when this, that, or the other. Now this is a 27 fluid ounce, this is a 40 fluid ounce clean canteen. Of course, I never use these. They have no markings on them, this, that, or the other, because I use them in the real world, and I actually use them for water. And I'm not trying to cook on some damn camp stove. Here's the difference between these two. And people from my old channel have seen all this before. The original clean canteen lid weighs, oh my God, it's lighter than air. Okay. It weighs 2.1 ounces, okay? This one with a bail on it weighs almost 3 ounces. So you've got an ounce more in that stainless steel bail. Is it cool? Yeah. Okay. So I put that on there on my 40 ounce canteen, which I'm trying to stay light because this goes in my backpacking setup because I like the 40 ounce clean canteen. That is what I use, okay? And I like being able to just grab a hold of it. In my real world, when this has to go in a cup holder of a car, this is what I use because I'm in a fucking car, folks. The ounce doesn't matter. Ounces are pounds, pounds are pain. Let's get back to the real world, folks. Now, the old second generation, and I thought I called this the third generation, second generation Pathfinder cup, and let's see the Pathfinder logo there. Of course, I've never used it, so it hasn't been worn in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is the stuck cup. It's like that, man. Perfectly clean, never used, da 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 da. This thing weighs 12.7 ounces. Now, the complaint with this son of a bitch is the thinness of the metal on the cup. And are you hallucinating? I mean, these people invent shit. People on the internet just are crazy. Get a titanium cup, boys, and see what you can do with that. You know, knock yourself out. And the handles are made improperly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spot welds. Oh, yeah. But the handles fall off. Okay. Here we go. This is the way all handles are made. If you have a problem with tension, then what you do is you overstress it in that other direction, and then you reinstall. But apparently, we're just like retarded and don't quite get the concept of pre-tensioning a spring, man. Which basically you have a spring here, and you're trying to pre-tension it, and it won't stay on there, man. I'm putting it in my pack and it's falling off. I know. I Googled it. I watched it on the forum, so it's real. Okay. Here's this one. This is the new 4th generation. It weighs 13.95 ounces. It is heavier. 12.7. 13.95. Now, where does the weight come in? The weight comes in the cup. Because some bunch of asswipes, complained about the thickness of it. I want to be able to drive a truck over it. Because I don't have the capability of actually, having enough common ass sense to take care of my cookware. But this thing's really thin, and this is made by Jacob Brown Ales in the United States. So we got to get it to where you can drive a truck over it, because I'm just an idiot when I'm cooking. And I have no capability of understanding the concept of weight management. Now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 welds in here. Plus we have it's a little bit longer. Well, I'm going to tell you, if it had a little bit bigger handles, longer handles, where it'd stay the hell out of the fire, which is what this design actually does, it would make me happier. Also, if they weren't flippity-floppity, just like the 1st generation fucking cup, just like that, boy, we'd be rocking and rolling. But we copied this fucking design, same as we copied this fucking design, same as we sit there and this, that, or the other. When you rob shit, rob the right shit, folks. Real deal, Holyfield. So this cup is 5.6 ounces. This cup is 4.5 ounces. If you can't figure out how to make this cup work, and you try to go to something that's lighter, lightweight, high speed, real shit, you're hopeless. Good luck. Now, here's that there new bottle. Now, it's the same as the old bottle, except maybe the pressure fitting, you know, a little bit better. I don't know. It's a sample thing, the sample size. And we got the cup finally. We got the cap to actually work, even though it's really not the right design to go with this. Even though they've crimped that metal along that edge to make it not such a sharp edge, it still is not the same technology that really goes with this type of design. And the reason, I hate to sit there and say this, that this design on this cap, people had it leaking, it's because the seal was actually executed in an improper manner. Actually, it's a piece of shit. Even though it's a silicone seal, they didn't do it correctly. And let me actually get you a comparison with the real deal, which is the clean canteen seal, which is what they were trying to duplicate. Okay, the clean canteen seal actually is a bigger seal, larger seal, and comes up on the stainless steel. This one is just some little thing and stuck in there, and it really doesn't even fill a gap, and it's improperly executed. It's not the design, it's the execution. But that new design, boy, is gonna get her done. Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I really use all this shit in the real world, and I'll show you another canteen that's really my favorite. If you want to drink a lot of coffee, this is the Clean Canteen Insulated. Now it's the same size as the 27 fluid ounce, but it's only 20. And then this lid is an optional lid you get for it. Now it's not sealed in any way. This is just for drinking coffee, this, there, or the other. You can put one of the other Clean Canteen lids on it, which it comes with if you're trying to transport that coffee. But if you're just in a car, this, there, or the other for multiple hours, this one rocks, and it just works. This is Guns, Knives, Watches, and just kind of explaining to you my lack of understanding of cookware and lack of understanding of design. And have a good one, man. Peace out, Boy Scout.